walnuts or nutmeg. Nutmeg ya yɛde yɛ aduane. Yɛka sɛ prostrate gland na saa na ne kɛseɛ ɛte. Ana it is just below the bladder. Ana ɛbɛn urethral no kakra. Ana anatomically yɛbɛka sɛ it is also in front of the rectum. Ana mmarima nko ara na ɛwɔ prostrate. Mmaa yɛni prostrate, mmarima nko ara na ɛwɔ prostrate. Nti mepatwa photo ni nie. Size of the prostrate and na a display ɛwɔ photo ni so no. Patwa ni na ɛhyɛ hɔ ketewa bi na red yɛde red ne indicate no. Nti deɛ meka ni nyina baby a ɛhyɛ organs a surround no. Ɛno nso nie. Next slide. Next. Pacha, you can still skip. And see, what is the function of the prostrate? The prostrate makes the seminal fluid. Senya ye papa kan no. Say eboa emema awudiemu o kan bibi saa. So the prostrate makes the seminal fluid. And I say the semen is the white fluid that contains the sperm. Prostrate glands are common in men. Prostrate problems are common in men age 50 and older. And also Obi can say from 50 aircon. Yes, sometimes men feel symptoms themselves, and sometimes their doctors find prostrate problems during routine exams. Inti eno chete say you call sometimes one kasa utimi who say menya problem say aba me junso sometimes so doctor na be catch say problem say Anna ewo honum. Prostrate enlargement, also called benign prostate hyperplasia. Yeka se benign a bibia enye cancerous. Anna prostatitis, inflammation of the prostate. Anna your prostate cancer. Into a bone no betimi inflammation of the prostate. Obetimi condition related to the prostate enye cancer. But attention is on cancer, prostate cancer. Inti say prostate cancer is the presence of cancerous cells in the prostate. Inti yeka say prostate cancer, ye patche say cells no are infected with cancer cells. And then we also say that cancer cells are the result of genetic mutation. Obi ohonoma onyi no na ni genes no yeka say mutation, that's a mistake bi abem. Ebi nso ohonoma almost this mutation causes them to grow and reproduce more than the usual. According to say the cells that surround it, we can say bibia cancerous. According to say it has overgrown. Me who senia metre as the cells are there, but the moment they overgrow, no na acquire problem for fro. According to say bibia nyame ye bia pepe, but the moment abnormal growth bibeba no na akwakoye bibi foforo amayen. Nti esa na say affect prostate na if you are not lucky it may affect other organs na ebenti ebetimi ama bladder no ho aba asem, ebetimi ama ureters no ho aba asem bibi sa. Next. Nti ye normal prostrate. The way me left no, make us a normal prostrate. And other one no, who say I cancerous. Who say as a krobi abahu, bibisa abahu. Nti normal prostrate ni na cancerous one nso na ewo ho no. Eno anso ni yehu normal no ana yehu de aye enlarge no. Nti normal one yehu se ekwan ni demu fine. Ana de aye enlarge ni yehu se pressure bi aba druben na ewo mu nti aye ketwa. Next. And we say prostate cancer is by far the most common cancer amongst black men. Prostate cancer na se kokram na ye ka se ye kokram eta ye before mema. Nti de wo ho no ye statistics say 1 in every 6 man will be diagnosed with prostate cancer at some point in their lives. More than 65% of all prostate cancers are diagnosed in men over 65 years. Yaka say it's over 65 years, but I know so interested ye bet na na yenya 65 and son and the papa from 45 kono na ye ahoɔden eba from kakra into ni papa mu anka after 45 kono na yakwa akoye test na ya hwɛ sɛ ye prostate no ɛho ahoɔden etese into the by ni there was way statistics kakra bi into we can skip risk factors na ye nyoma ye ebetimi ama yenya kokram no ti brof me be friend risk factors ana nyoma e promote yenya yetimi enya kokram no. Yes say the risk factors could be controlled. Nyoma bi wo ho no ma ye osu tumi ye betimi ahwe nyoma ni bi nso wo ho no ma ye ni sutumi. And Rebecca said the risk factors we have those we can control and those we cannot control. And those we can control ye fire diet ye diet ye wo tumi ewo die ye bedi so any die yendi. Nti mamen kan kakra ye say prostate cancer which is more common in countries where meat and high fat dairies are taken in more. Inti yefa nkrofo a omo renam bebre and also a risk factor and also timi ma enya prostate no. Ana say yes dairy fats, particularly animal fats from red meat may boost male hormones level, and this may fuel the growth of cancerous prostate cells. Send a midi can say renam bebra and also timi ma yenya prostate cancer no. And I say a diet too low in fruits and vegetables may also play a part. Into way say I was say a meat consumption no eba form. Na ye di more fruits and vegetables we nyoma we can control. And I think so I was say ye exercise kakra. Say ka exercise and yes say be a be gym and eba ko pejan na de ni ade. Sometimes if you cramp obetimi an 19 10 best 45 minutes ni nyina exercise ni bi. And what say it's nasi sometimes what's nasi acha I was say oh sorry not where to mpasa kakra. I think so another way so obesity. Ye ka so obesity say ye kese na ebro so a but it's unfortunate say yes certain no say o ye ketewa ye ka se o e bia ne ho kyere no ana se wa fon dodo ba ne papa mu a anka o height ene o kese e wo se e maachi mi a mi gina hoi mi BMI 30 enti brofu mu ye be ka se maye kese abro so enso se me ka se meye exercise na me so ate kakra obi hu mi obe ka se adanja me nkoyi ana se me ho kyere ni enti nyoma bi ho no so ye mindset e wo se ye try se ye be keep fit and wo se ye kese ebru su bebre another one so ye other STIs enemu yare a yetimi nya free oba ne mema nkita hodie ni nyina etimi ma yenya prostate cancer. Next. Yes, other risk factors we can't control. The mechanic ye de betimi a control the wosu to me. Bibi to say age, eno mene wo ye ni sutu mi ye nyi a ye nyi ye ntimi nka se afi we de mi mpese menyi enti age eno so ye risk factor when it comes to prostrate. Another one also ye family history no usually say etimi ebetimi aba say family bi a papa no enya prostate cancer no it is possible say nkwara ni bi betimi enya bi akwai to say breast cancer it is possible say bi a mami enya bi a eba betimi enya bi a grandma enya but mami ni timi escape ye but ne ba ni betimi enya nti eno ye family history. We cannot do anything about it. And beginning no make us say black men and men of African descent more at risk. And no never honor yes race. Inti any abrofo ye fa to say abrofo 10 age now we bet me about say 2 ne bet me enya prostate cancer. But be before 6 out of 10 ebetimi enya. That explains for the race. Ana symptoms nyoma ebeden di ewo nipadue mu a ebema we hu se prostrate no bibi atochima ana say bibi aba ho. Yes, in the early stages men may have no symptoms. Obu ohonoma oh hu hwe until say bi obekọ hospital na ya catch obi ohon so a obehu nti e ka say frequent urination and adu obetimi asori be say 4 times say okodwunso ana sanso adwunso no emba yie minim say picture na mi painting no you have the urge to urinate but okodwunso so a emba bebre. Another symptoms say weak or interrupted urinary stream or junso but pressure na was a bani intimi mbasa inti junso na ye peace. Someone can get a burning sensation and I say pain during urine. Ebi musu honoma or junso no moja etimi efa nu urethra num ebi won so odwunso na sperms insu timi fm intenu bema we hu say there is something wrong say nya dwunso na befuma e was say sperm fem inti say you are not in the act now you are just going to urinate and then you see either semen or blood then it should tell you there is a problem. It's like I'm doing all the talking. Am I making sense? say about treatment of prostate cancer. Yeah, treatments no you betimi use radiations. You betimi use surgery. And I say you bet use hormonal therapy. And I say you bet use chemo. It all depends on the stage. You hun in tema any day you betimi aye afa ho. To say about prevention. Prevention no. Yes, say we have to screen. Send a can from the beginning, send a paper ma. And by 45 no. Then we should walk in and then say you want to screen for prostrate. You can't diet, you can't exercise. Yes, we should maintain healthy body weight. Screening early to detect any abnormality. And we say we should avoid harmful substances. We can take alcohol, but it should be in moderation. And what say ye ma ebro so. Into ye can't screening na and no ye primary things we can do. Primary preventions. And you see, we screen to help or detect prostate cancer early. You talk to the patients about the pros and cons of the screening. I think we you can't ask them so we can skip. And then we said there are two methods. Oko hospital nyoma ye betimi aye. Ye screening for prostate no. Yes, say digital rectal examination. No, onipa ni be butu ho. Into the oil examination or the ninsa ebeko into the anus. So it will depends on what I'm looking for. Into whatever I will see there will help me in making my diagnosis. No, ehun share da here papa. And ye be examination no. Ana ye free bibi nso PSA measurement. No ye substance bi a ewo semen ana say sperms no mu ene na ebema ye hu what the stage of the cancer. And I say whether the cancer is there or not. Baby, I may do me per se, my colleague, Rhoda Ebetwaso. As I mean, Kwana make casa. Miss me per se, as a doing como, intimema, a health promotion office and I take over from here. And I'm interested.
It's already that.
Food for prostrate.
But I'm so much in your papa. 80. No, I'm Rhoda. I'm training your papa. So, before Nanka, Muday. Okay. So we are on food for health. A cancer-conscious diet may be the best choice for survivors who want to bolster their health and those hoping to lower their risks. That means 5 or more fruits and vegetables a day. None wo you or jake. Ni sanoye. Bona feni helana chon. Okana aloke ona cry ba baleshi. Akawa your fruits and vegetables. At least mitoma biake whatever may your fruits and vegetables here. So how many of us eat fruits and vegetables here? Only one person. Sorry. So we have to take in more fruits and vegetables. And we know vegetables and fruit fight against diseases. So by eating them, we are able to fight. Often, adrawai ke ne carrots, cabbage, can be ne no meji vegetables, green beans, green pepper can be no meji vegetables, ni fruits mango, watermelon, akutu can be no meji fruits and vegetables. A fruit, I can wear fruit. She no fiano no ba feel too much. It's a Sunday say. A moderation. You have to eat the fruit, but you eat in moderation. Just like someone will say, oh, I know a certain man who went to the hospital. They told him to take in more fruit. And he told the doctor, oh, I like mango, pow. Doctor said, oh, no, feel free, eat your mango. He ate the mango to the extent he even got diabetes from it. So too much of everything is bad. So you eat in moderation, just like we are saying. And then whole grain instead of white flour or white rice. Just like we are saying, whole grain. We have the maize, the corn, the wheat, and the stuffs. You can eat all those things. Rice and stuff. They say we shouldn't eat rice. But in Ghana, what else do we have? The banku and the rice and the stuff. But we have to make sure we eat them in moderation. And then you limit high-fat meat. Just like she said, those who take in meat, we have to limit it. The red meat, the goat meat, the pork, the lamb, and all those things. You can eat them. I can see some people are talking about the pork. So you see, so if we don't want to be at risk of getting the prostate cancer, we have to lower it. We have to lower the intake of all those high-fat meats. Some of us, when we cook our soup, we want to see the oil, the fat of the meat on top of the soup. I want to even say, they say, "Ajipa into yesremo." So now that we are all learning, we have to know how to take it. So we limit it. We can't tell you to stop, but you have to limit or take it in moderation. And then limit or eliminate processed meat, such as hot dogs, cold cuts, and then bacon. So just like we said, the sausages, the hot dogs, and the stuffs. The children like it very much, the sausages. So if you are in your family, you have this family history of prostate cancer, know that your child is also at risk when they get to a particular age. So you have to limit it or eliminate it from our foods, just like it's saying. And then we limit alcohol to 1 or 2 drinks per day. So just like it's saying, we can't tell you to stop, but limit it. If you can stop, that one, hallelujah, we thank God. So, just like you say, we limit it. Okay. So, I'm saying that we have to limit the intake of alcohol. It is saying, sorry? Pito, when it gets fermented, it becomes alcoholic, right? And then those palm wine and stuff, when it ferments, it becomes an alcohol. So, I'm not saying stop drinking, but you have to limit the intake. Some people will go to the beer bar, so I'm a quarter, near me half. At least, call no quarter, maybe I'm watching about 3 quarters. Well, the man got to buy show no 1 bottle. Well, okay, when you can, but what's no limit, you have to limit it. If you can also stop, it's better you stop. Okay, then food high in folate may have some actions against prostate cancer. Tomatoes, oranges, juice, melon seeds, and so just like we are saying, there are certain foods we eat that are high in folate. So it's saying tomato, orange juice, and stuff. I'm not saying stop eating it, but we can reduce it, the intake of those foods, so that it will also bring the risk factors also down. And then the good news is that prostate cancer usually grows slowly. Just like he's saying, it grows slowly. That is why maybe you might be having it, but you might not know. You might not show any sign or symptoms of prostate cancer until you go and check before you get to know. Some comes without symptoms. Those who have the symptoms will also go to the hospital and then check it. 9 out of 10 cases are found in early stages. So early treatment, when you, at least, it's good that at least every 6 months, you go and check all those things as a man. I know that men don't like going to the hospitals. You don't go. So at least every 6 months, even if you can't do it 6 months, once a year, you try and go to the hospital, do all those checks, and then make sure, just be sure that you are okay to move on. And then overall, the 5-year relative survival rate is 100% for men. So early detection saves life. So when you find it early, you'll be able to save your life. And then you can live freely like as a human being. And then myths about prostate cancer. Here are some things myths about prostate cancer. That prostate cancer is caused by too much sex. They are myths. No koni bemi. It's not true that when you have too much sex, you get prostate cancer. It's not true. And then a vasectomy. I hope you all know what vasectomy is. Vasectomy. You just go to the hospital, they cut your seminal tubes, and then you won't give birth again. Some people are saying when you do that, you will not be able, you have prostate cancer. It's not true. And then masturbation. We all know what masturbation is. Some people are also saying when you masturbate too much, you have the disease. It's not true. And then enlarged prostate. It's not true. So enlarged prostate is also part of a disease of the prostate, but doesn't mean you have the prostate cancer. And then supplements. Buyer be aware, and buyer beware. Be wary of supplements that are marketed to prevent prostate cancer. When you go to Accra, some people come to our houses, a doorway, a yema bema pa, unuma, unya, prostate, a door backward, Mr. Yarebes 20. Mr. When you see those people, you should avoid buying drugs from them. It's better you go to the hospital for full checkup, and then the doctor will put you on drugs. I hope that one is okay by us. Some herbal substances can also interfere with PSA levels. Those herbal drugs you have been buying from the shops. And there is something called the PSA. Just like our sister said, it can interfere with the levels. Let's say your level is supposed to be 40, but maybe because of taking that herbal supplement, it will even go high to about 60. And then you are risking yourself to get the prostate cancer. And then selenium and vitamin E did not show any decreased risks of prostate cancer. So some people are saying when you take vitamin E supplements, it will reduce it. Please, science is saying that they've not seen any scientific evidence that when you take vitamin E will reduce all those things. So when we are buying certain drugs from those who have been selling it, we should be careful of it. Thank you very much. If you have any question, you can bring it on board.
Baby, do you say and send bisa? Baby, me and baby, I'm going to me say. Me pamocho. Accra me away. Accra live by plan. Me do feel in Tamaya 6:30. Bedu fie ntama ya 6:30 Accra living. Ba yensu maami ya ofufu. Ufufu yesa aya yesa ni no. Eni ne yesa mayen. Nti ebesre ye ma no mo se mo kan kire mo se ye ba eni na ya ma mo nsa na ho na anwane wo no mo kan kire mo mayen na yenyi ache. Mo si yendi fruits, yendi vegetables. For some time now, I have honestly stopped taking vegetables and fruits because of the chemicals. How do I survive? Because of the chemicals used in growing them. And I want you to address this because for me, I don't see why I should go for banana. Titinonanka body banana a tonebuna abre. Today within 3 days the banana is ready. A year ready you try dear chinya na abre near kwakoto. So I've stopped taking it. Watermelon. The least said about it. So what do we do?
Yeah. Pacho obi be person be ansana. Oh.
Because you don't want to take chemical foods or vegetables, you have to plant some for yourself so that you know what you are taking. That one you may not use chemicals. You eat it as it is. Thank you so much.
Na kame ba be ka backyard gardening. Inti nyoma ni bi wo ho no ma won pese obeto wo kro ma won ye
Operation
sure.
feed yourself. Bam choyate. Any more questions?
Yo, yedamo asepa ne mo church. But okay, Bibi, I was thinking, say, Upesoka said we should eat more of those. But actually, we see my yen reduce yen tissue to say nyama folic a womb. Are we saying we should eat more and now we should reduce?
We should eat more folates. We should eat more.
It was a slip of tongue.
So folates ne nyoma ye nya wo fruits and vegetables mu. Bibi to say contomere, cabbage, spinach, kale, they are rich in folates. So we should eat more of those things, not less, more.
Mr. Boxer, I can say, so we drink chemicals no one can say, Ebi obi beka say oni space. It is any panel only space no so ono so obeden. Okay, me answer question.
Me pacho, the only space no.
Ebi how beka say only space e woni fie ho.
Okay, inti
but
can't
enye say who asase enkwa na obetimi aye backyard garden. Open containers to say gallons, buckets, bowls. Open soil now the gum with some small manure. Oko agro or more seedlings and everything there. Nia open so udua no. Ubenya ni na wo ho. Nti uba ubedua o sa o containers no. En twen se ubenya asase kese. Space kakra bi awo no. Ubetimi adua sa vegetables we e wo ho amana yeye. Thank you.
Pacho, menso me ba nche bia sa be mo kan prostrate no asem no na mi sre ebisa se ye mu bebre na ya ye ta kipi urina like Johnson e wo ye ho che na mi bisa se mo ye we no mo tackle e ho na se man tackle because man ban empty say ye keep you now where home HR and also to me brain prostate cancer and
pacho
and me bow now mommy is a fruit asem no wait me the bucket ni idea be a fruit ni idea of ye be one thing banana yentimi India or be okon be fa so a wait me say unya ne fresh na amono na wetumi keep ofie na or like wahyɛ since obɛkɔ market ayɛ dɛ aka sɛ wokɔpɛ bi atɔ meda ase.
Pacho, urine doesn't have anything to do with the prostate. Urine deals with the kidneys. So if you keep your urine for long, you are hurting your kidneys. So it will affect the kidney rather than the prostate. So when you are having the urge to urinate, please make sure you do it. It's nature's call. If you keep it, the urine is waste. It contains all the minerals and things from your body that is trying to come out. So if you don't bring it out, it will just go back and filter into the kidneys. And then it will start causing problems for you. It still doesn't matter. When you have the urge to urinate, please go and urinate. When you are in a car and you feel like, just tell the driver you want to urinate. Because at the end of the day, you think you are keeping it. You see, you can even keep urine to the stomach, you don't even feel the urge again, which is has even gone back to the kidneys and is rather causing problems to the kidneys. Thank you.
To add up, just a minute, to add up to it, but your Utica Munajon Sodowa, catch a driver, the international driving rules and regulations, say a sojina. Pachoa, Oka metano, Oka be bina matetin yama bibre. Yes, say a memano. At a certain stage, it's good to have sex. Moka say, not having sex is not a cause. So, is having sex also a preventive measure? Mamcho, smart me question as here. Because okay, I said not having sex is not doing. Is having sex a preventive measure or a causal
Can we go to that
measure?
slide? No, myth. So, yes, here are some things or myths about prostate cancer. That prostate cancer is caused by too much sex. Where a misconception. Idea eye say eye nukre, but enye nukre. Or I have not answered your question.
It just said too much sex is not a cause.
No.
So if you don't have it, it's not a cause.
No. Misconception. Sana ya dream eye but entisa.
To you. If you know you can go more than 20 times a day, it's up to
you. So, Master say, a year, a Biania, you didn't feel. A year may more than one of my a young quine, a ma monamoye. Moses say, said the Alcano, says a red meat, a yema, and yet maybe a year my. Mubako ejuma bana oyire aye eban kwan na wakoto beef e dia tum beef no still e won kwan num mebo mo si beef enam no na yenwe so still aye dia aye nkwan no eno so ye ba beto no sa aye yenye den yenum nkwan no na yenye enam no ma madu
Yeah, me di say. Yes, say bibia in moderation. Na ne papa mu a uye yang worry nam sa nti unyi na unya kakra bia at least let's shift to fish. Yes, say in moderation. Yenti mi nka say men di kra. Nti we have to reduce it. Ebi we na mu pa. Mi wo invest in my roommate otimi to turkey. Wing no obewi ni nyina obeche Ebia mi media miensa. Inti ebi bo wi nampa ye from platters. Udi aduane ni si ho aduane obedi kitwa bi but oberi nam bebre. Inti en yesi ye reduce. Say possible la yen avoid it but untimi a at least fish ewo ho. And beef na I think it's just flavor. Ema enkwan ne ema taste ni we nti you can decide not to eat the beef. Beef nti akra wo ho abetimi de ama no. Oh, enkwan ne de obenum enam ne enka ase menwe kra. We kakra bi. Because protein nso ehia. Yehia protein. Men we ni bebre kakra. Nti be say two pieces eye. Uko hu dietitian obeka say the size of a matches box. But how many of us na ye benya sa time na into one kasa obe gauge. Into say nam no susu obetimi are ba akopɛ.
Most on Tissa. Manum tea, dear, and my friend, and the mason. Now, I feel so. I war. What then you could do, Majusa, Madame, so and from me to Miss Anton, then one more other bandam.
With our bar, Yanjun so bebre, Anna Sana. It's a whole mechanism. Me say, and no make us me explain here. It's a whole mechanism. Maybe I may confuse ourselves. Don't let us go there. But tea, no, who realize this say unum tea now Junso bebra. Junso the way bibia you can keep. And it said Junso de wa Junso. But say bia unim say bia u koni pemu ana say bibia there may be ubet me decide so anope bia me num tea. And yes say bia baby a me kono ebe ha me kakra me sorry bi pa washroom honum enye papa bia enti nyoma bi wo honum a wan so na e wo say o study ohun so me ko ahase enti bia na me num tea ebe ha me enemi wo fie mi nko ba bia enti Junso de me ha metimi akwa Junso as many times as I want.
And yes, signs and symptoms in our nature say when you start urinating frequently, just our prostate. Obi wa no musuo pa said your kind no. Nti no musuo the more no musuo the more na Junso. So you might be visiting the washroom frequently, baby, and yeah, the bit may be able to say diabetes simple. And then you see you have to check. Check first. When you check and the doctor says, oh, you have prostate. And then the only say frequent urination now on your prostate niti. In na obe say bia signs and symptoms no say you have that particular disease. Thank you.
Mam Chome fa questions are etwa Mamenje ma de ewie na.
Pacho almost say womanizer no so enye ema prostrate. Pacho ye no kra na. Ebia wo pema no wo gas be 6. Ukwa ha.
So just like you said womanizing, where during the was this science they talked about STIs. So jumping from one woman to the other, you might end up contracting the STI, and that is also a risk factor for getting the prostate. So if it is one woman, stick to one woman. Maybe you want a farm, you want a garden, you keep that one. But please, 6, 7, they are also. And as you are growing, your strength is also coming down. At the end of the day, you'll be on top of a woman, not when you're stroke, when you're heart attack, and no. So please, stick to your woman, or I don't know how you want it, but please, don't jump from woman to woman. because of the STIs. Thank you. Any more questions?
Mpamucho, Mr. Ebisa, say, wakika say, barama hunsu, ejina no cha, meka barama hunsu ya, spams, ejina no che, afini echia, wase, the infection, eba. Mr. Ebisa say, yampana.
Mipacho. Enyampa. Anka omo wo Arab countries no. Unso ebu ha ne contract 2 years. Ana washo omo sania me pese oti ase ye. Oh, they are 4 hours ahead of us. Into hwe sania ejuma oba kogina ne na so obi ejuma 8 hours, 12 hours. Sa thought ne emba ne tim. Enti obi ho no sa 2 years mponi oba bi andai oba ne vacation ansana. Enti nyoma ni bi ho ya adwin na ye sa physiologically there is no truth in that. Enti nyoma ni bi wa ye kan ye de dada ye ho keke. Enyampa. And then sanka ye fathers yi ka sembebo.
Asem na waka no.
Nti enyampa.
Arab from the wako echire. O cross here ya asofo for ne almost saying. But the point is that senya boss kan no. Ebe ma hu nso engina ho for 1 year. Ebedru maybe no ranka se be kwan bi so epie. Na fofa san so abehye ho. Nti say we are normal. Everything is fine. And it doesn't predispose you to prostate cancer and you won't come on. Why? And so if you are not ready, keep it. Thank you.
Thank you. Please, shall we give them a hand? My man, Samamo. Namin Shramu. Baby, I see a talk, I come brofu. And they talk say I'm cabrofu. Mema me pamcho me so when I say I'm cabrofu, you can tree. You can mean about so can cry. Local language. And I say I'm brofu, so be at yasie. Bamchoa, so be at yasie. Mamcho, your monster momo. Auntie Barbara, na minsrao. Sister Rhoda and Auntie Rhoda, na minsrao. Mamcho mo office o say me ne mo anete ho. Office me ne mo anete o mun create me de mo mpa akonya kitwe bi ntimu ncham so aya mete ho. San so na so e dem ha. This will not be your last time. Please. You just tell us you want to have a talk with us. We will let you come in and educate us. Asama mekaya ya shasi mekaya no. Oyi na ejuma ye a nurse no say green and white no nye ejuma anye. Nti ese ye boa no na oyi na ejuma ne ye. Na nurse no say green and white no wa nye ejuma anye. Nurse no say green and white no ono omoje ye to ha na omo tete ye wo hospital ho no. Mam traumati ase mo mass no. Nti ese ye boa no na oyi na ejuma ye na ye nya apromoden papa. Na ya nkoda hospital ya damase biom minim se meto nsa frem a mo beba mama kra mo office se meti ho bacho machine le mu na we no fa